All right, let's take a look, folks. We are looking at some low-level cloudiness around our forecast area. Those clouds are on the low side where we don't have the fog, but there is some fog out there as well, so you have to be careful driving around town this morning, folks, in a few spots. The good news that as the sun starts to rise, it'll help to burn some of that fog off, and we'll line up with mostly sunny skies as we head through the afternoon. Still will be a cool day, despite the fact that we'll have that sunshine around, so grab the jacket before you leave the house. Look at these visibilities. They're reduced down to a mile up into Blairsville. You're less than a half mile over toward Athens, 2.5 miles over toward Covington. So this is going to be in and out. It's going to fluctuate a little bit. You can see over here toward Eaton, see that dark gray right there? Yeah, maybe down to 0 in some spots there. What kind of weather impacts will we have the next couple of days? Well, not much, but our days are getting shorter now that we've flipped those clocks back, right? Today, we'll get about 10 hours and 44 minutes of daylight. But as we head through November and down into December, those days getting smaller and smaller and smaller. You're down to 10 hours visibility once we get toward Thanksgiving. The sun setting around 5:29. Now, the earliest the sun will set, all right, will be 5:28, and we'll get that toward the end of November going into the beginning of December. In fact, our shortest day will be December 21st, where the sun rises at 7:38 and will set at 5:33. We'll get 9 hours and 55 minutes of daylight. And then from there, that's the good news. It starts to grow on us a little bit. So as we get closer to Christmas, that's when we start to see those days getting a little bit longer, a little bit longer, and a little bit longer. All right, as far as our average over the next couple of days, you're looking at average as far as temperatures go. We should be around 69 or 70 degrees. We'll stay there, about there, over the next couple of days. It'll start to average out that way. As far as precipitation goes, we can't buy any rain around here, right? Even though we had a little bit yesterday, we need more, folks. And so not much in our foreseeable future. What we had yesterday is now over. And the area of low pressure is starting to slide further off to the north. So if you're heading up toward the northeast today, that's where you're going to find the wet weather. High pressure is building in for us, and so we'll be sitting pretty here for the next couple of days. In fact, our winds out of the north today. We'll get a bit breezy at times during the afternoon. That will start to settle down as that high pressure continues to creep closer to us. Once it gets to the east, we'll get back into a southerly flow, and that's what's going to help to boost that temperature up a little bit as we head toward midweek. Forecast track model shows the clouds around this morning disappearing for the afternoon. And this is the way it's going to stay for the next couple of days. Could just let this run, folks. Just nothing but sunshine in our forecast area. We'll be dry all week long. And again, toward the middle of the week is where we start to see those temperatures begin to warm up. 73 degrees will be our temperature by Wednesday, going up to 75 for a high by Thursday, Friday. It's on Friday that a disturbance will come our way. I think it will just increase our clouds somewhat, especially toward the end of the day. You're looking at a partly sunny day, again 75 for the high. Front comes through the area, or at least approaches the area by the time we get to the weekend. Right now, low threats for rain. Got a 20% chance on Saturday, 30% chance on Sunday, and I think that rain comes late Saturday going into Sunday morning. By Sunday afternoon, that will clear out, and then cooler air, or should I say colder air, starts to evac down into our area. We could be seeing highs in the 50s as we head into next week. But until then, enjoy these mid-70s, folks, right there. It's going to show it off a little bit more.